Hi, I'm Lara Toms.
I'm Samara Hirsch.
We are in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia in day probably 150 of lockdown. We've also been lucky to have quite a bit of time outside of COVID lockdown and been able to see shows and go to cafes, but there's been a bit of a crisis over the last 2 weeks and here we are stuck inside. We were meant to be with you to bring our show, We All Know What's Happening.
And it's been interesting for us being in Australia so far away from the rest of the world and looking at Australia's approach to the pandemic. And it's really highlighted this sense of where we live as being a kind of massive island. And we're really feeling the distance right now. And it relates very much to the work we make, where we are very interested in these questions of borders, the restriction of movement, and this sense of growing fear of nationalism.
We were going to bring 7 teenagers from Australia to you, so that would have been quite an exciting challenge. The teenagers, when we premiered the piece, were very young and now have grown into activists and adults as they talk about Australia's political relationship to a small Pacific island called Nauru, and also the Australian policy of putting children in detention, refugee asylum seekers who are seeking to come to Australia actually being locked up on Nauru and at the moment on an island called Christmas Island. So our piece feels still urgent and relevant, and we wish we could bring it to you, but we'll stay here. We'll do some bedroom dancing and perhaps work on our new show.
Yeah, we hope that you're all doing okay wherever you are at the moment. And yeah, as Lara said, we're currently busy doing some research into national anthems with the youth activists that we collaborate with, and getting a little bit political at the moment, looking at how we can break open these borders so we can be together, hopefully very soon.
Have a great festival, everyone, and thanks, Stefan and team.
Thanks, bye.